Hey guys, hope you're doing well. Welcome to my new stream today. Today we're gonna check the new plugin by Output. It's called Thermal. It seems to be something like a distortion FX plugin, but they advertise it heavily with it should be something more, more than an FX plugin. And we're gonna check that today. Maybe together with Arcade, another plugin of Output I really like. It's sample based, but we're gonna test out Thermal by Output right now. I haven't checked it yet, so I just installed it and register it, so make clear everything is working properly. And I would say let's head to the trailer by Output for Thermal. Welcome people in the chat and just saying hello, hi. Let's start. Yeah, pretty nice EDM music. I like that. I just had my mojito in the evening today, so cheers to you. I just finished my work, so I thought it's time for some mojito time. So yeah, really nice trailer. You know how it is. Sometimes you just see a trailer like in a movie, and the trailer showed much more than in the full movie is over. So it's just advertising, but it's nothing behind. But I'm really curious what's behind the Thermal plugin by Output, and let's check that in the Cubase session. Okay, so let's start Cubase. Here we go. And let's put that into an audio channel. I think I got it already here on Arcade Thermal. So let's activate and just look a little bit to the GUI. Looking pretty fine, clear, nothing much going on. I really liked it. I think you even could control that with an iPad or maybe a Samsung tab or something like this, Looks like a kind of control surface you could link to your pads then. We got some kind of macros, so this knob here links to the macro upsides. The yellow knob, macro 2, links to the macro right side. So if I move that, the macros should move as well, yeah. So you got something like, you see XY control, how much is it in the middle, how much not. Okay, I need to say I really like that GUIs by Output. It's just minimalized, and that's what a plugin should be. So I really don't understand the sense of a plugin having so many knobs and so many sides and so many options to tweak. I mean, it's good to have that, but you should have an option generally in plugins to like choose maybe an easy version of it, maybe some more advanced version of it to tweak it, So let's check that. We got here the knob for the surface. We got here, then here we got something like, okay, we go more into some kind of stuff. Oh, we got 3 different stages here. You see one is activated. 2 also. Okay. Let's leave that for the beginning. We got some kind of low and high knobs here. Output makes sense to maybe lower the output of it if it's too much. Light shaper, bit reducer, okay. Okay, makes sense. If you got a distortion plugin, you also got destroyed bits. So width, tone, it's not activated by default. Or I understand it's a kind of stereo image you can link to. And then you got modes. Okay, XY control again. Got it. So, but I would like to use the easy function of Thermal because that's the stuff I really dig. I don't want to dig in some kind of options here yet because I never have used it. Then you got an option of using the plugin wet and dry. You see, so you got a lot of FX on the right side, mostly no FX on the left side. I use that to 90% all the time. So yeah, let's see. Just let me shortly check if the chat is going. So question, just let me know. Yeah, that's working. I don't see questions in the YouTube, but let's say I put it now up, and usually your question should also pop up in the YouTube chat then. Okay, so perfect. I would say let's stick a little bit with some kind arcade in that. So let's open Arcade, another plugin by output, and I would just test it maybe on some drums, like on a nice drum sesh. I really like drum sesh beats. It's kind of how it's called, live recorded drum kits, like rock kits or something. So let's mute it first. Okay, let's check the drum kit. It sounds for me as maybe some distortion is already going on. Let's check again. Yeah, see. I just want to use something really dry. So I don't want to have already some distortion or anything going on. So I turn it down. Oh, I see. I got a really slow BPM rate here. So let's put it into 120. Yeah. Now it's not phased. So we're using now Arcade by output in combination with Thermal. Let's check that, how it's sounding. So that's the sound without a plugin. Let's look for a nice line. Yeah, and let's check now. Let's put on Thermal. Oh, I see, nothing is going on because we don't have any preset up there. So up there is the option to choose a preset. So let's look for something maybe for drums. Oh, you can use some kind of sub-genres here. Let's say we go to drums. Nice organization on the left. I really like that. So I don't need to dig everything. It saves so much time. Let's say drop the beat. What will happen? No plugin on it. Plugin on it. Yes, kind of phasing, reverse. Let's just stick some presets here. Dirty 808 room, okay? It's just a little bit of distortion, but I like to have those FX really go beyond any boundary. So let's check. Full beat squeeze. With plugin, no plugin. Yes, putting it up. Overhead slam. Yeah, so you hear it's not only distortion, it's also kind of compressor on it going on, some kind of limiter already, then maybe some kind of saturation. You see, it's much louder with plugin. Nice. So I can definitely see that in some kind of drum sessions, just to beef your drums up, because listen to it, it's totally dry, no effect now on arcade. Try with reverb. See what's doing. Yeah, seems that the crush function is some kind of compressor and distortion on it. Nice. So I have never used before that plugin, and it's so easy to check out what's going on, even if you haven't used it yet, like me. So I really like it. Let's say drum machine. And maybe using some drum machine from arcade. So let's look for, we got some kind of drum machine here going on. Okay. Just look what I got already. What's maybe nice. Let's look for something analog. Analog Army. Okay, let's check that. Okay, let's just listen again without plugin. Yeah, that's pretty deepish mode like. But we need something with more going on. Okay, let's check another one. Let's say that's nice. So we don't got terminal yet on a plugin. Okay. So I use drum machine plugin, but it's off right now. But I make it now available. No. That's nice. Now put it off. On. Yeah, really like it. I see if you have already some output loop libraries, or maybe let's say ref, or maybe signal or something that's fitting perfect sound-wise to your stuff. So I'm really interested how this is working with drums, and it's working really good with drums. Let's check another one maybe. Okay, nice. It's almost the EDM session today. So let's make the plugin available. Terminal is off and now on. And you still can tweak it with the snap here, you see. Now we just need a kind of rapper, like a rapper in the background. You know, I'm not good at that, so leave it. Nice. So I need to say that it's really good on drums. I can definitely see that a heavy usage on drums. So another kind of usage I can imagine is maybe voices. So let's check voices from arcade mixed with thermal distortion FX plugin. What's strip? I never used that before. Don't put your someone a plumber. Okay, let's check that. So I put thermal off. Okay, that's not voices. Oh, I see. Let's put in voices. That's my mistake, I'm sorry. Or maybe it's just voice. I mean, distant voices is a little bit too emotional for that stuff now. Let's check for something. Hooked is definitely something like in the EDM area. Some more EDM phrases. So let's put again all of X down here. So let's just record a line now with hook maybe, and then let's layer thermal on it, okay? So let's record. Okay, something weird is going on with my tempo. It should be all the time to 120, not change. So let's do it again. Okay, let's do it again. Okay, then we do some kind of quantization here. Move that all to the first beat. And then let's check how it's sounding. Okay, we're gonna deactivate now here all FX because today we want to check thermal FX plugin and not Arcade, but I just want to combine it with Arcade together to check how that's fitting together because it's from the same company. And I really dig sometimes Arcade for filling up tracks with some kind of samples in the background, but I still chop them and modulate them. Don't leave it like it is, because otherwise you maybe get some kind of like spicy splice problems, you know. So let's check again. No plugin on it. Maybe some reverb. Okay, let's play that now. I just play the first 9 beats without thermal plugin and then with, so you can have an A and B version. Yeah, you see, so it's not only doing distortion. The first presets up there in the genre vocals, sub-genre vocals. I mean, it's pretty good to have already here some kind of sub-genre, so you don't need to dig always in the presets to find something. But they got so many presets ordered here. Should just look: drums, bass, vocals, guitar and keys. Oh, that's something we're gonna check also later, because on guitars it's, I can imagine, also really good. Feedback FX, even maybe some kind of sound design going on. Favorites, you can put your favorites into it and do your own presets with user. That will be really interesting, but because I had it so many times that I saved with output VST plugins my user settings, but it was never saved. I'm not sure why, maybe it's my mistake, but yeah. Let's go for vocals. So soft edge. Let's check that. What's doing? Let's make it offline. Now we have a try. Yeah, so it's putting some kind of reverb on it. I mean, it's only a distortion plugin, but it's using any kind of reverb. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty cool because you don't have just distortional, it's making much more. In this case, it's using again compressor, some kind of womb reverb. Nice. Let's check what vocal shine is doing. For me, vocal shine is always to put the voice in front, you know, to let it shine in front of a mix. Maybe a really messed up mix. So yeah. Yeah. So that's pretty interesting. I expected that already. That is not only a distortion plugin, it's a little bit more than that. It's some kind of compressor going on, some kind of reverb, some kind of everything here. Let's just check maybe a nice preset. I mean, for me, that's always important to have properly named presets, so I can imagine what they want to say to me. You know, Leadvox robotize. Okay, that's maybe something like dehumanize then. Yeah. Now it's offline. Okay. Yeah, it's some kind of dehumanized plugin then. So I got really a lot of different plugins in here beside distortion. For me, as a composer for trailer music, is really interesting how it's going on sound design. So I buffed that plugin. So I'm not sponsored by Output or anyone. I always buy the plugins by myself, so I can tell you my honest opinion about it. So I don't need to get buffed or something to say something really good about a plugin. So if something would be shitty, but I would tell it, but I haven't found something yet here. It's working properly. So let's maybe check reflective surface. Maybe there's a lot of reverb going on. Yeah, you see, it's always some kind of compression going on. It's a little bit like that distortion plugin from FabFilters called Saturn. You always have some kind of compression there going on. I mean, distortion has usually nothing to do with making it louder. I mean, compression is kind of effect to make it a distortion. Yeah, phase choir. Let's check another one for the vocals. Vocal palpitator. Okay, that says nothing to me right now. Yeah, that's too much distortion for me. So, okay, we had now some drums, we had now some vocals. Let's say we want to dig a little bit more into trailer music. And let's check that. Okay, so we go out here again from the presets and don't use thermal yet. And I know that Arcade has some kind of trailer prompts here. Let's check that. You can find it over trailer. Yeah, it's in a world. It's not so bad. I mean, usually a company who's releasing a kind of trailer VST sample library like here. I mean, you have here many different libraries here. But you also got some kind of trailer here going on. So we are looking right now for Brahms, the essential stuff for trailer. Okay, he doesn't find any kind of prompts. Let's look in the description. Boo, boo, boo. Let's just check that. Okay, that's not trailer. Let's search a little bit in the stuff here. Waves, pads, pulses, psycho steps, data fx. Wouldn't. I mean, I'm not reviewing today arcade, but I'm missing that when I put in here Brahms, that I cannot find Brahms. So ticking sounds. Let's check that on clocks maybe. That's also really, really interesting. Check how it's sounding on clocks. Let's look for some nice clocks. Okay, not so good. Ticking pre-gate. Yeah, that's a try clock I would use maybe in a trailer track. Not as it is right now, but let's check a little bit on thermal. So we combine arcade with thermal together. We go to the extreme section. Dave by triangle, okay? Hey guys, and if you got any kind of questions, just let me know in the chat. I'm not sure, I just set it up, the YouTube and Twitch chat in that, in this window. It's new for me, but I think it should work normally. Let me check if something on YouTube is going on and I haven't seen it. No, there's nothing going on yet. But just let me know if you got questions then. Yeah, so let's check again to the rough clock. Yeah. And just stick some kind of presets. Oh nice, some nice panning is going on. That was some kind of bit crashing. Just check the soundtrack of Tron. You got all the time bit crush going on drums. I really, really like it. So that's a preset I would use on drums. It's XA, I need a better Twitch design, yeah. Definitely, it's my first Twitch design, so be kind, man. I just was happy enough to set this Twitch design on, so it was really, really hard of work to do that. So it wasn't really easy to me to set it up because I had to do it by myself, you know, but yeah. So failed bits. You know what? I'm gonna try that on some taikos because that's the stuff. Or maybe some frame drums or something. That's the stuff the Tron soundtrack has on it. And when I had that kind of bit crushing going on, it always reminds me of the Tron soundtrack. So let's load some frame drums into it. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. So we need some, let's say, ADR. Then we go to percussion. Then we go to frame drums. Let's just do it light, otherwise maybe it takes a little too long. It's XA. You will get a mail in a few days. Okay, so you want to design my Twitch kind of YouTube stuff going on. Okay, I'm open to that because I'm really not a master in that designing stuff. Usually I hire people for that, need to agree. But this time I didn't have really time and I wanted to dig in it. So yeah. So we got some kind of frame drums now. I think you maybe hear too much noise going on, but should be okay. Let's make it a little bit louder. So let's put on a side arcade. We don't use that right now. Okay, I got already some reverb going on up there. Let's put it down to -2 that we are not clicking. Pixel is my friend, yeah. I'm a friend too, thank you. So let's check what it was. It was extreme failed bytes. Let's copy that over. Where we got it, okay. Called it frame drums. By the way, XA, the sound is good. The sound quality and the sound of the DAW scream is good so far. I set it up by myself, you know. So I need to ask. So let's put in Thermal and go to, I don't want this. I just want to go to extreme, and it was, oh, I forgot what it was. It was some bit quash. Let's just check with quash morph. Okay, that's too much. That's too much, guys. That's too much. Thank you. So where was this bit crushing stuff? Let's check for lo-fi. Yeah. I hope you all remember the Twan soundtrack, so we're gonna do some beefy kind of stuff. Hey guys, why not composing a little bit of kind of Twan music with the Thermal plugin on it? Because I'm right now on the vibe of it, so let's maybe test it a little bit, okay? Okay, we just record a simple drum line. So those are right now frame drums. I just let it play a little bit later without a plugin on it. But let's say we want to do right now kind of Twan soundtrack. So we do it right now. I just let me mute the plugin Thermal right now. So we got no effect on it. That's pure frame drums then. Hey, Stefan Garg is asking me what kind of genre I'm producing. I'm a composer for trailer and production music. So I do music for movie trailers mainly and for television music. So let's play back a little bit of frame drums. Let's call that frame drums. So everybody knows what's going on. Something strange was going on here. That's working. That's working. So just let's copy that a little bit so we got a kind of line here going on. If it's too loud, I just check if maybe the output is a little bit too loud, so just let me know. Frame, was something going on already on FX here? So we got no FX on it. Oh, I see, it's totally clipping. Okay, now we let it play back with outputs Thermal. Okay, so we use a preset called Lo-Fi Paradise. It's a kind of bit crush distortion as we have on a soundtrack of Twan, for example. Okay, got it. So then maybe we are looking for some kind of synths, I would say, for Tron music, and then we go to staccato route. So just to make clear, we are checking today what's thermal delivering. So it's a kind of distortion plugin, and I got on the frame drums here some kind of bit crushing going on. But we already found out that it's making much more than bit crushing. It's doing also some kind of compression, some kind of reverb. So you got much more than only distortion on it. But let's check. We look now for some kind of maybe synth, just to make it easy right now. Oh, I really like vintage synths. Let's maybe check something here. I don't want to download anything right now. So let's check maybe Arcade. Yeah, nice. Yeah, that's pretty minimal. Just let's try to erase all kind of FX here. But there's nothing ongoing. It's already a little bit distorted. Oh, maybe let's check if I got the plugin on it. So let's go to Mixer. That's possible. I think I got already yeah. You see I got thermal already on it, so it's bit crushed like hell. But let's put it out. Nice. I like that. Just let's record that solo. Yeah, so that's totally enough. So we don't got any thermal yet on it, but I just want to have that. Let's call it Arcade Bass Line. Okay. And just let's play that first 4 beats alone, and then let's go with the frame drums. And I want to have some kind of reverb going on here. Okay, just let's play it back with reverb. Nice. Perfect. Maybe let's do some kind of ambient strings behind it. So still no thermal plugin yet. Just let's maybe compose a little bit of the track right now and then check what we can do with thermal on it. Okay, so we got the epic frame drums. So we use maybe Metropolis for the low strings. I always use the strings low assistance for the bass strings, you know. So let's check. MEA bass strings. You see, I already prepared some kind of reverb here. But it's a little bit too heavy. Let's do that. Let's do a little bit of proper quantizing. So we got the strings on the right position. Okay. We just do a little bit of copy paste right now. We don't produce a full track. That would take too much time. Maybe we do that in the future, but then I'm gonna announce it like that. But today we want to check the plugin Thermal from output, you know. So I still want to do maybe some kind of staccato strings going on, just to do really, really fast. Something in the vein of Twan, you know. So I think everybody of you knows Twan. I hope so. You knows the movie Twan, yeah. So we use performance samples, fluid shorts, the violence. Just let it load. So it's still loading, so it takes a little bit. I hope the session is not freezing. Oh no, we got it. Perfect, perfect. So we got some kind of staccato strings here. Okay, oops, I'm sorry. It was a little bit too loud myself. Let's check that again. And let's just mute the frame drums. Okay, that's not a staccato line for Twan. For Twan, we need something more faster, something like a fast line, okay? But because 120 is a little bit too fast for recording me right now, a really fast line like this, I just half the speed to 60. Let's just now record a staccato line. Three, 4. Okay, let's go with this. So that's a really, really easy trick I show you here. So if you record string staccato lines and the beat is too fast, just make it half as fast as it is usually. So I go now 60 BPM and record it. Let's listen playback again. Nice. And then we simply do the beat again to 120. Let's check that with the strings. You see? But we want to have the typical Twan soundtrack beefy frame drums with bit crusher on it. So let's check again if we got it on the first channel. So we got here Thermal, you see, and we got the preset Lo-Fi Paradise to get a bit crush sound out of it. And let's check that again without a plugin. Now we check that with Thermal, the plugin on it. Mixing console, frame drums, Thermal. Let's go. Yeah, just let's put here a small limiter on it so we don't get freaky crash sounds just by letting exploding the stereo output. Okay, let's check again. Yeah, some kind of phasing. See, I'm changing right now the effect. So roundabout, that's really good, really good plugin for bit crushing, distortion, some other kind. I mean, we could, let's just check maybe a little bit of the presets here, what we can get out of that GUI here. That's the tone soundtrack kind of verbs you want to have here in frame drums. But you see, I just put it on 15%. That should be enough. Otherwise, it's really too heavy. Play a little bit. Yeah, so I really like it. I mean, maybe it's my issue, but I really like the Tron soundtrack and I can simulate it so good just with that plugin. And it's not, let's just check the CPU usage on it. Just let's maybe put it out. Audio performance. You see it's on right now. Let's put it off. It's the same. Nothing's changing. And that's extremely good. I think if I put Saturn on it or maybe some other kind of distortion plugin, it is using heavy CPU power. And this is using maybe 1% or maybe lower than 1%. You don't see a difference. And that's something I really dig for output plugins. I mean, Arcade is using a heavy CPU because it's a kind of live sample library, a loop library, but it's a really good one. So, okay, we got it now here on drums, some kind of epic Tron music. Now, I would like to dig that stuff for sound design, and that's for me the most important because I'm a trailer composer, and I would like to produce really unique sound design stuff. So I always record my own field recordings out in the garden. I just did some nice preamps out of violin bowing. So let's check that maybe. I just need to search for the WAV stuff. I got it anywhere. I got it from my mama. Yeah, but it's not where I have it. Where could I have it right now? Let's go to FX. Own FX. We got a metal scratch here. Oh, that's heavy. Oh, I see. You cannot hear the preview, so I import it to you and let it play here. Yeah, we need to erase that. We take it totally out. Okay, that's not a nice sound. Let's use some melodic kind of stuff that's just paining your ears. I want to have a preamp. So I just need to look a little bit for that. Preamp. preamps. Oh, we got preamps here. And I got something pre-designed. Yeah, for example, I haven't found right now an own designed preamp, but I got here one from Acer, from Keep Forest. Let's listen to that WAV without any effect on it. Already a pretty nice one, but we put now, or we got thermal on it already. Okay, my fault. Let's listen, let's play back WAV. Okay, now we put some kind of distortion here. Let's say guitars. Yeah, that's nice. Next one. Nice preamp. Let's just play that in a loop and always using another preset. So let's loop that. I use every time another preset. Nice. I mean, listen to the source. Listen to the source. But then I put output thermals right over drive on it, and you got a really new, almost a new preamp on it. Nice. Really, really nice. Just let me check if everything is still online and you can see me properly. Yeah, it's working. Anybody in the chat? Can you confirm that all is good working? We got no clicks, no pops. The sound is good out of the DAW. And for myself, for my beautiful, beautiful German Dinglish voice. Okay, so we got here wide overdrive on it. It's making a big job. Let's play. Let's loop that a little bit earlier. No effect. With effect. No effect. With effect. So for me as a trailer composer, that's really usable all the time, I would say. All the time. So Angry Echo sounds interesting. Spicy Room. Nice. That's really nice. That's a kind of lo-fi preamp. The source with effect on it. Yeah, so for me, Thermal is doing a really, really good job here. Again, it's not only distortion, it's much, much more than just distortion. I mean, they just marketing it with distortion, but it's much, much more harmony steps. You see, you got so many presets here. Nice. Let's discover the section feedback FX. System destruct on a preamp, okay. Let's check that. Nice. Okay, people, I'm gonna do all the time now my own preamps for the tracks, because just listen to that. It's really, really a creative setup here and so many creative functions. Let's play it again. The source without any effect. And now just listen to that with this effect in the section feedback FX system destruct. heavy. That's really heavy. Let's play back some more presets. Okay, let's loop a little longer, otherwise you get crazy. Nice. Just again the source. Yeah, and backdraft is something doing behind it in the back, as the preset is saying it. Yeah, pretty nice. Pretty nice, I just can say. I'm not sure how much it costs. I just bought it, let's check it. Let's put it down. The price is 149 euro including VAT, which means if you don't have to pay VAT on it, you get around 20% less on it. So let's say maybe, I'm so good at math, 120. Maybe in dollars it's around maybe 140. That's not much. So let's say it's, I mean, it's much. It's not much, but I mean, it's not so expensive for a distortion plugin. Okay, we used Brahms. Let's dig a little bit more. Let's go into the rhythmic section. Nice, we got some kind of gate on it here. It's also good for trailer. Crime cuts. So you see, you can do out of a Bram a pulse for the background. Really nice. I love that plugin right now. As I said before, I haven't used it before, but I'm gonna use that. And to the people who designed the plugin, but also the presets, man, you did really good work, I need to say. That's so usable for, at least for me, for trailers. But I can see that in EDM, I can see that in video game audio design, definitely. Yeah, so it's all rhythmic pattern like stuff, kind of stuff. Pulse squinter. Nice. So maybe we dig the one more genre. Bass. Start here, magma bubbles. Yeah, so you see, I'm really a friend of presets. I don't like to dig much deeper into the sections because I have so less time to discover plugins or other sounds. I know it's a little bit sad, and I'm really sad about it. But if you got jobs to do for composing, like composing music, you know, you need the time for composing music, so the UI needs to be easy. You need to have really good presets, and it has it. Again, you have much more stuff here where you can tweak your sounds. Let's go for magma bubbles. Let's tweak that a little bit. Now it's in the center. Now it's more on the side. You see? You can put it in a stereo field. You can change the drive. And then you got 3 different mixing stage. You see, I click the one, you got the first one here, the second one, the third one in the middle. Let's check that a little bit. Some kind of EQ, I would say. So I can take out frequencies. And you see the frequency range from 125 Hertz to 2 kilohertz. Let's check a little bit on the tone. There you see the tone is a kind of simple EQ here going on, just controlling the lows and the high ends. You got a stereo field here, like a stereo imager, to say, okay, I want to have it spreading really, really wide, left and right, and then just in the center. Phaser, I never use phasers. I'm sorry. Nice. So we got really a lot of, I'm sorry, I definitely need to change my microphone stand here to not clicking all the time against it. You got a lot of options to choose from. It's not only distortion. I mean, just to mark it as a distortion FX plugin, that's too less. I would maybe use a much bigger marketing as an overall FX plugin. It's mainly distortion, but you can get so much out of it, so much more out of it. So it's definitely worth it. Okay, let's check the GUI again. You get a XY field here to simply customize your sound. Okay, split it back again. Yeah, in this preset, we cannot hear so big difference. Let's check that again with another one. You see compressor. Yeah, nice. So you got the option to save your own preset. Let's do that right now. Let's call it, because I always got a problem with Signal. If I save my own preset, it's not saved. Michael's saved option. And now let's go to the genre setup here, and then it should now highlight in user. Oh, and you already got the user interface, the user genre, the user subgenre here, and it's in. That's perfect. It's working. I had all the time in Signal that it's not safe in my preset. So that's pretty interesting. Yeah, what else we got here? We got 2 simple knobs on the right side, and here we got some kind of mixing knob. But it's all really nice designed and animated. You see, if I move that, some kind of electronic lines are moving here as well. You see that? You can just mangle the input of the original source, the output of the mangled source. So what's that? That's nothing, that's just a designing highlight. Okay, the XY field, I'm pretty sure again you can knob that with your iPad. And then you simply can here change the preset by clicking forth and back again. Perfect. I need to say, I really love the plugin because it's not only distortion, it gives you much more on your hand as compressor, limiter, phasing, everything you got in here on effects, and each preset has a different effects. But beside that, you already got really good designed presets, and that's 70% of the rent for me. You know, I don't want to dig all the time in tuning my own presets. Maybe sometimes I want to just change the presets for my own usage at a time, you know. But you see, we got so many presets here for drums. Start here, some beginner, some vocals. So if you're working on vocals, it's already here. You see, favorites. How can you say favorites? Oh, you got a star here. You can highlight. Now we should have 3 favorites here. Yeah, it's in. So perfect. That's also an option I really dig in. I really love, because sometimes I just would like to highlight my favorite presets and then go to favorite and it's working. So I didn't have a crash because of the plugin. Yeah, and I need to say I really like it. I bought it by myself. I'm not sponsored by Output, so that's just my honest opinion. Yeah, it's about in Europe. It's for 149 euro. And yeah, I think if you buy some other kind of distortion plugins, you only get distortion, and it's almost the same price. And yeah, so I don't think it's heavy expensive, because you get so many other functions you can use, like phasing, like compressor, like any kind of stuff you like to use here. And just imagine the unlimited boundaries. You could put up easily 3, 5, or 6 terminal plugins on it, and you see it's not on heavy usage on a CPU. Let's just put it on, put another one into it. Maybe I can copy paste it anywhere here. Yeah, I can put it. Got a second one, a third one, and it's just going to a quarter of CPU usage. Okay, no, it's not. It's still the same. Just use a bigger peak. You see, I got no terminal. Let's say I put it fully in. Maybe it's just use the CPU if it's working. Right now it's not working. It's just sitting there doing nothing. Okay, now we got a heavy peak here. So I would say it was the last one. We got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's put on the 11th. No, it was just a dropout. Let's copy that again. Okay, now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Nothing is changing here. 12. Okay, and I expect now a heavy feedback for you all, because I got 11 instances of terminal on it on a program. So let's check that. Maybe we're gonna explode after that. Oh, it's not properly working anymore right now. So that was a little bit too much. Okay, you see. Let's check that back again while playing. So it seems that the CPU usage is only triggered when it's playing back something. Second one. Yeah, definitely. Third one. Yeah. So it's using some CPU power, but it's not that much. You see, if I just have maybe one terminal on it, it's nothing. Let's play it back again. Put it offline. You see, just a small drop down. So I would say you can easily use 2, 3, 4, 5 instances of terminal here, depending on the track. On the CPU, I got the 18 core Intel i9 CPU, but I'm not going really heavy here on the energy options. Energy, let's put it up on maximum power right now. But it also depending on the multi-core stuff. So it's not changing, you see. Nice. Okay. I would say they did a really good job with Thermal. So I buffed it by myself. Again, I'm not sponsored for the people who just came in for checking the Thermal plugin. It's a distortion plugin, but it's not only distortion. You get also phaser, chorus, limiter, compressor, and really creative presets out of that. And it saves you time while composing because you don't want to create all the time your own preset. So I would say it's a big banger for 150 bucks. I'm not sure how expensive is it in the US or maybe in the East, but I expect in the US it's maybe around 150 or maybe a little bit higher than maybe 170 if it's 150 euro. Should be a little more for US dollars. But yeah, I hope you had fun today, and I promise the next stream will get better. I'm already improving my room with proper lighting, and I'm looking for a different microphone. I think it has a nice quality for the sound, but it's really it captures everything. It's a Behringer B1, and I already got 4 plugins on the microphone input and to get a decent quality out of that. So if you got any kind of questions for me right now, I'm still here. Just let me know. And I'm happy to answer some questions. If not, I wish you all a great evening. Thank you for tuning in and hope to see you soon again. And I stay just a few minutes here to maybe check if you get some questions. If not, that's okay too. I'm just a beginner in streaming, so hi. Let's close that. Let's look again on the side from output, how it's marketing. Sound is Anna's best friend. I need to agree for that. That's right. And yeah, you can use it on vocals, drums. Let's just check back what I did here. Nice. So I can clearly hear what it's doing with vocals, drums, without any effect. Yeah, you hear that was some kind of phasing effect. It's not distortion, it's phasing. Bass. Yeah, that was heavy loud. Synth. Ach, jetzt sehe ich. It's X-Ray. Das bist du, Dominik. Jetzt sehe ich. Pixel is your friend. Okay, ich verstehe jetzt. Irgendjemand von euch noch im Chat? Habt ihr irgendwelche Fragen, die ihr mich gerne fragen wollt? Ich bin noch ein bisschen hier. Und wir gucken noch ein bisschen hier ins Marketing rein, wie die halt Thermal halt hier bewerben. Thermal goes far beyond traditional multiband distortions. Highly interactive. Easy interface. That's all true. Okay, now I start speaking German. Okay, it's almost over. Almost done. Digital distortion, algorithmic effects, modulation, imaging. Yeah. Finally, it's the software distortion we've been waiting for. And I really need to agree, I never found, I mean, FabFilter Saturn is a little bit similar like that, but I would say this is much better designed from the GUI and from the functions. It's much easier than Saturn. Let's just check maybe some kind of quick overview again for the people that haven't joined at the beginning. What distortion is doing. Let's see. Okay, 250 plus presets, and I expect they're gonna design always new presets. Multi-stage distortion, effect processing, mid-side time-based width. 9 built-in FX with additional master compressor and filter. Okay, so basically you get with that plugin minimum 10 kind of plugins or effects you usually need to buy soloed. Let's check again the trailer a little bit. Yeah, you can hear clearly it's a lot of phasing stuff and distortion stuff and compressing stuff. So guys, I thank you again for today that you tuned in. I hope to see you soon again. I do it now the second time, I know. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm really sorry. And I hope you had fun. Just stick outputs plugin terminal on the site and output. It's output.com. And you can purchase it for 149 euro, something around the same, maybe $4. And if you want to donate, just look into my profile on Twitch. There's my PayPal. So, but you don't need to do that. It's just an option. And I hope to see you soon again. And just leave me some message what you would like to see for the next Twitch session. Okay? Thank you for tuning in, and hope to see you soon again. Bye bye.